The Bayern side, Müller, Dremmler, Augenthaler, Göbe, Horstmann, Kraus, Breitner, Flugler, Del Haye, Hoeneß and Rummenigge. Forward position, allowing McGee to wander to either flank. There's McGee. Back it comes to Simpson. Well, you can see how hard he worked to keep the shot down, but he didn't get the power or the direction right. Hoeneß jumping with McLeish. And Hoeneß appeared to foul McLeish, but no, the referee gives the decision the other way. Well, I thought that Hoeneß was backing into McLeish all the time. Nevertheless, the referee's decision is what matters, and Bayern have the free kick. Inevitably, it's Breitner over the ball. Augenthaler looking for a chance to shoot. And that's the moment that Aberdeen were dreading. Augenthaler, with a marvellous goal, puts Bayern in front. Stunned silence all round the stadium. The Aberdeen supporters can't believe it, and it really couldn't have been any simpler. A harshly given free kick in my view, but Breitner made the most of it. Knocked the ball square, Augenthaler came forward, showed a lot of dexterity to create the space, and the shot left Leighton totally helpless. Again, forced to go deep to win possession. There's Cooper. Now Miller, just too high for Black. McGee arriving a fraction too late. Misunderstanding between Cooper and McLeish. Rummenigge on the break. This is dangerous for Aberdeen. Del Haye is free in the right. This could be a disaster for Aberdeen. And Del Haye doesn't quite get control quickly enough. So the danger of Rummenigge quite clear once again for Bayern. Now we're in the break. Rugby has possession on the left for Aberdeen. Here's Eric Black. That's a good turn. Finding Kennedy in space on the right. The early cross coming off Flugler for yet another Aberdeen corner kick. Once again, Weir coming across, and the tall Aberdeen defenders go forward. This time, a variation, the short one. Kennedy flighting it in. That's a great header off the crossbar by McLeish. And a let-off indeed for Müller in the German goal. That was a great effort. And still, McGee coming forward, trying to find a way through. He's brought down, the referee waves aside these faint appeals for a penalty kick. We'll take a look at that header one moment as Aberdeen come forward again. Here's Strachan playing it across. McLeish is still there. Down it comes for Simpson, and the shot goes over. Well, Aberdeen picking up the pace. Horstmann thumps it high into the terracing. Strachan's throw played in by McGee. Now Miller replaces Kennedy on the touchline. Breaks for Cooper, now McGee. That's a great cross, Eric Black is there. It's off the line, no, it's played in by Simpson, and Aberdeen are level. Pataudry comes alive. Neil Simpson, the scorer. So Simpson, with his 9th goal of the season, gives Aberdeen a lifeline. It looked as though Bayern had control. Created on the right. Space found to make that cross. A great ball across from McGee. Black did very well beyond the far post and nodded back to the goal line. Was blocked on the line, and Simpson in typical fashion coming through to follow up and score. Horstmann heads it only as far as Strachan. Handball surely, but the referee lets advantage go to Neil Cooper. Here's Kennedy. Switching to his left foot, inviting Weir to challenge. Now that was a penalty kick surely. No, the referee's waving play on. There's Black. Grober, the ball's coming on the bar and behind for the corner. So Bayern kick off the second half. Neil Simpson, the Aberdeen goal scorer, gets ready for another 45 minutes battling in midfield. In fact, it'll be the most important 45 minutes Aberdeen have faced in European football for a very long time indeed. 45 minutes between Aberdeen and the place in the semi-finals of a European trophy for the very first time. And they have to find the net. If they don't, they'll go out on the away goals rule. So the task is perfectly plain. And the signs were towards the end of the first half that they had found a way to rattle the West German defence. The key to that perhaps was their midfield. Cooper, Simpson and Dieter Hoeneß. That is Klaus Augenthaler, who's got a strapping on his right thigh. And I can imagine that the Bayern manager would not want to lose that player, perhaps their best player in the first half, certainly their best defender, Del Hayer. Sliding it towards the far post. Prodigious leap that by Flugler, but didn't quite make it. Horseman going forward, the cross. A bit of a misunderstanding there. McLeish appeared to leave it. I wonder if Peter Weir might take the kick. Number 11. Strachan is over the ball, knocking it square for Simpson. Well taken by Müller. Augenthaler. Heavily strapped indeed, but the most influential member of the Bayern defence in the first half. And the scorer, of course, of a memorable goal. Bumped from behind by Dremler, and the header picked up by Kraus. This is Del Hayer. Oh, beautiful shimmy from Rummenigge. This is danger for Aberdeen. Rummenigge looks to be through. The danger still not clear as Breitner shoots, and the deflection gives Bayern the corner. Well, how's this for a little bit of magic from Karl Heinz? Uli Hoeneß, second from right on the West German bench. There's Kraus. Del Hayer has come off Rugby to make space to run at the big defender. Peter Weir helping his defence. Now Dremler. Hoeneß got a touch. McLeish. And that is a special goal coming in from Flugler, which might well end Aberdeen's challenge in Europe. What a goal it was. We're 15 minutes into the second half, and Bayern go back in front. Hans Flugler's the scorer. Now just look at this. The ball is played in. It's touched on by Hoeneß. McLeish heads it out, and look at that for a volley. So Flugler, the scorer of the goal, which may well now be enough to see Bayern through to the semi-final of the Cup. A mammoth task ahead again for Aberdeen. 2-1 down. Less than half an hour left, and they have to find the net twice. Half Peter Weir, but he's been a bit subdued after the interval. That's McLeish coming to help. Good slide of foot from Weir. It's a great cross! And the save from Eric Black was quite brilliant. Manfred Müller, the West German hero. Now this really could so easily have been equaliser. Weir took the ball back from McLeish, checked inside to his right foot. It was a great cross. Black got to it, a powerful header, and look at that for handling from Müller. So Müller, the hero for Bayern. That certainly is good enough to earn the bonus. Eric Black, I'm sure, couldn't believe that that didn't go in. Must throw caution away now as McMaster has a little chat with Strachan. Well, they couldn't agree, obviously. Strachan plays it in. The header finds the net. And Aberdeen are back in the match once more. Alec McLeish. Alec McLeish gives Aberdeen a chance. What a great goal it was. Now, just watch this free kick. And if you think for 1 minute that Strachan and McMaster were in any kind of confusion, you're wrong. They were doing this quite deliberately. It was a carefully rehearsed piece of tomfoolery to deceive the German defence. And it worked. Strachan went back, took the free kick. McLeish stretched those neck muscles, and Müller couldn't keep it out. So Alec McLeish picks up only his second goal of the season, but it gives Aberdeen the urge to force the pace in the last 13 minutes. Can they make it? There's Eric Black. The goalkeeper knocks it out. It's in the net and Aberdeen are in front. John Hewitt. Pittodrie goes berserk. John Hewitt's been on the field 2 minutes and he's scored the goal which might make European history for Aberdeen. Now the cross, the far-flung ball was always testing out this Bayern defence. Black leapt for it, a fine header. Muller again saving brilliantly. The first man in the spot was John Hewitt, and he's got his reward. Well, that scoreline is almost impossible to believe. 3 minutes ago, Bayern appeared to be coasting through to the semi-finals, but Aberdeen would have none of it. Two great goals. Eric Black setting up that goal as he set up the first for Neil Simpson. Well, the chanting and the singing all around the stadium. It's a night which the Aberdeen fans already will never forget, but they can't afford to relax. Bayern now pushing men into the box. Cooper's header clear. Here's Del Haye. Cooper won't let him go for the byline. Good play by the young defender. Hewitt using those young fresh legs to sprint after the ball. Well, the Aberdeen bench, I'm sure, can't believe it either. Alec Ferguson and Archie Knox biting their nails as well they might. 3-2 up, 11 minutes left. And the free kick is given to Aberdeen. Bit of relief there as McLeish clashes with Rummenigge. Here we go, here we go. Augenthaler's header clear, McMaster playing it forward, and the substitutions clearly did no harm at all for Aberdeen. Marshall Aberdeen through these closing 10 minutes. Here's Rummenigge playing it wide to Del Haye. This is dangerous for Aberdeen. Del Haye in a good position to play a telling cross. Pernis is up for it. There's Rummenigge. Well, it certainly would have been a memorable goal and he caught that correctly with a bicycle kick over, attacking the heart of the German defence. Well, Wolfgang Dremmler has been lucky so far, in my view, not to be booked, and still he survives once again. Hewitt is the man on the deck. The 45 minutes of the second half are now over. We're into injury time. Dremmler back in his defensive position. A lucky man, for my money, not to be booked. And the Aberdeen supporters now beginning to build up a chant. So the free kick will be taken when the referee is satisfied that Hewitt's back on his feet. It's already taken, the final whistle goes. Aberdeen have won perhaps their greatest victory ever. Alec Ferguson dancing a tick up the light on the track, and well he might. His team came back from the dead. Supporters now unfortunately on the pitch. But Aberdeen, tied up at 1 apiece at half-time, went behind to a great goal from Flugler. And then 2 goals in 60 seconds. The first from the head of Alec McLeish, and then the winner from John Hewitt turned the match back to Aberdeen. And after a performance which will never be forgotten by the 24,000 people inside the stadium, Aberdeen go through to the semi-final.